I know you
Yeah.
touched on trail cameras in your video, and that is a very intriguing part of it. Do you kind of have like some stats or numbers kind of prepared in your head, maybe wrote down, as far as like how many times like you would get a mature deer on camera versus how many times he was in the area?
I don't have those stats off the top of my head, but I would say probably 1/8 of the time or less. I mean, it was a pretty low frequency, and you have to think about it from the perspective, and I spell it out pretty well in that video, but if you think about it from the perspective of how large the woods are, and in the study that I've done already with trail cameras, I put cameras up not over scrapes and not over these high, whatever types of interaction areas. I
Yeah,
put them in travel areas where I thought the deer were going to walk through. So just kind of a basic hunter mindset to put them in traveling locations and then see how many times these deer were going to actually walk right in front of the camera in these little tight funnels. And some of those tight funnels were 15 yards wide, and some of those tight funnels were like 120 yards wide. But in the end, the deer had to walk in these particular directions, and I was just kind of basing it off of old history and new stuff that I'd seen with the drone. That these are the areas I think these deer are going to probably walk by. And then for the study, we had the 5 cameras, and I flew the drone, and I could generally see all 5 cameras at one time. If you had a good day, you could easily spot all the hot spots for where all the deer were walking. And then I would document every time that they walked within, I think it was like 30 yards or something of the camera. And that would be a 360 degrees of the camera. So not just the field of
right.
view of the camera, but they just walked within the vicinity of the camera. I would document that event. And